Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to day 8, the grand finale for the love and relationship section of this advent calendar event. This one is a 22 card read. I'm a little anxious on how I'm gonna fit 22 cards on my table, but we will see. So, star of the show will be Once Upon a Time. Co-lead will be the Gourmet Tarot. Supporting cast, What's Blocking You, which is, I took 5 seconds and read the subtitle, Singles and Relationship Oracle deck, so there we go. Because I had a little mistake and used it from shadow work, which absolutely didn't fit at all. And future higher self as a word of encouragement. You do see poking here the, put it down, the Barbieri Zodiac. I'm on the fence if I'm gonna use them. I took out the planets, so I only have the signs and the group of air signs. So earth, air, water, fire, and the 12 zodiac signs. I might not, I will see. You know what, I'm gonna leave it here potentially just in case. We will see if I feel inspired. So here's your screenshot, and I'll catch you in 2 seconds. Hi water signs. The creaking chair is officially scheduled to be retired post Christmas. I promise you. The new chair has been ordered, added to cart and checked out. Page of Wands, good news. Somebody else had this, I think earth sign. Anyway, good news are on the way. Newfound enthusiasm, newfound passion, childlike wonder. You are excited. That is beautiful. Ooh, King of Swords stalking you hard. Battery, be right back. On the plus side, I managed to do three groups on one battery, which is a fucking miracle. Considering it's a 22 card spread, although I will make it so 21 tarot. The spread has one oracle. I'm gonna use 2 oracles, so 23, depending on how many oracles flip out. So yeah, I managed 3 groups on one battery. That's like a freaking miracle. You need to make a decision. On one hand, we have that beautiful, carefree, happy-go-lucky energy. But on the other hand, you need to make a decision regarding something. Oh yeah, and that King of Swords stalking you. So this could be someone outside you, or this could be the universe calling your attention in how to strategize, plan, be calculated, and see the bigger picture that is in your vicinity. Because you're juggling opposing forces at this time, you might really need to focus on clarifying details and be very acutely aware of all the things on the table. Oh. We have the Queen and the Knight of Cups, so definitely a gesture of good intent coming your way that will perhaps heal your soul, replenish your soul, make you feel good. Also watch out for your own emotions and how people might manipulate or take advantage. Listen to your intuition, allow yourself to dream and to create, through the act of dreaming and investing energetic force and intent into those dreams, you are technically, as a water sign, manifesting something that you want to come back at you through the action of the Knight of Cups. Something meaningful will come your way, which is what I meant. But what did I say? I needed to like unjumble the words in my head to let my mouth get them across to the microphone. The Magician, manifesting. So dream, dream, dream. And through dreaming and through putting your emotions into the dreams, you are manifesting. You have been waiting for something, and the Knight of Cups will deliver. You just need to be patient, just a little bit more. Hang in there. For my water signs, and again this juggling energy, interesting. What are you juggling? I saw something flip. Ooh, and not making a decision. Are the twos related? Whatever you are juggling, you are refusing to make a decision to drop something or to because something is not yet clear, something is still hidden or in the shadows, so you don't feel confident enough in dropping one pentacle and rewind. Because something is not yet clear, something is still hidden with the Moon card, you don't feel confident enough to drop one of the pentacles that you are juggling because you do not have enough information. So you are not making the decision to drop the coin with the Two of Swords. I swear, my brain is like at least 10 miles ahead of my mouth. Definitely new work, new inspiration, new motivation, new something that sparks you, that will satisfy you, hopefully. Something of a creative nature related to communication, and again that makes it's like a feel-good communication. And what instantly pops to mind is, writing romance novels or having a friendly banter with your social circle, your friends. Queens being very social creatures, knowing and managing the castle. It's communicating with your either like people who are your staff, quote unquote, but people in your vicinity who serve you in some extent, or your social circle, your friends. Can be both ways, can be colleagues, can be contractual people, or can be collaborators. But you are definitely communicating from a heart space with people that make you feel all fuzzy and warm and happy and safe inside, feeling safe. Ooh, we have a just emotional balance on the table. You are very confident in how you express fairness because you know it's coming from a genuine heart space that is not tainted. Or it could be a water sign, another water sign, or someone that is deeply empathetic and caring, that is coming to bring justice to your life. And I do try to include as much possible interpretation that popped to mind, because not everybody is strictly limited to this one scenario. Oh, and now we have the King of Pentacles. So there is definitely a sense of justice on the financial front. Things are getting back into balance. Your bank account cash flow multiplying and steadying and being more reliable and more stable. Especially with the Empress, your ability to create, to multiply, and to expand. Perhaps in a hobby that also implies or includes a sense of beauty and a sense of lavishness, I think that's the word, lavish and luxuriant and beautiful and just like a feast for the eyes, without being tacky. Your home space, your ground, your foundations are, again, with the Justice, very fair, very just, very balanced. So that's also beautiful energy. Maybe your situation is coming back to a balance or in a balanced way, whereas before there were disruptions or chaos or lack or some sort of disruption of any sort, since we have Justice popping back so much. So this is going to be 21 tarot cards. Normally we have them, you, relationship advice, if you stay, if you go, need to know more. But since I do not have that much physical space, I'm going to have 3 rows here, 3 rows there, and last 3 cards here they're going to put in the middle. So them, aka your person, if you are in a relationship, which technically this is for someone that is in a relationship. This is gonna be you. This is gonna be the relationship. This is gonna be the advice. And since we have so many cards, I'm not gonna use clarifiers because we already have 3 cards to explain each situation. If you stay in this relationship, and if you go, if you leave this. And then the last 3 cards would have been somewhere here at the bottom. What you need to know. What else do you need to know? So I'm going to take the first 3 cards and I'm going to put them gently here, and I'm going to reveal them at the end. Oh, it's a bit cold in here. So them, we have someone from the past, still this act of juggling something, and you being a homebody in your power, in your comfort. So are you juggling some them, so they are juggling someone from the past, and since it's them, it could potentially be their wife or the mother of their children, with the Queen of Pentacles specifically, who is a homebody, who is very grounded, nurturing, abundant energy. Normally we say that the Empress is the mother of the tarot, and each queen can be a mother figure, but here it definitely, it's just what pops to mind is like this gentle, nurturing housewife, woman energy that pops to mind, that they are still juggling. And this person could have been a childhood sweetheart, or has been a long time with them, with the 6 of Cups, nostalgia and good memories. So unless they are rekindling with an old flame and juggling 2 different things, this is just their long-term partner, which is weird, because if they are in a relationship with you, what is this whole mess? Unless they have fond memories of you being a stable, grounded, nurturing energy, that is also a possibility. But they are juggling something from the past and this nurturing, plentiful, beautiful, stable, calm, serene, feeling safe woman energy. You, on the other hand, yikes, you have the Tower, you have the 5 of Swords, and you have the 6 of Pentacles. So there has been like a major disruptive force in your life that brought conflict, or conflict brought the Tower, and following that you are now receiving finally something back because you have been righteous and just and honest throughout this whole situation. Hoi vey. But also no shit that shady behavior will bring the collapse of a tower. But also, yes, the tower, through its act of destruction, brings a sense of conflict and loss because it's change. It's a very brutal, unforeseen, inescapable change and loss. And following that, the positive end thing is that you are now receiving something to replenish and rebuild the tower. So you are now on the victorious end of the Five of Swords energy. The relationship, we have Judgment, Revival, Second Chance, but it's a bit burdensome, or there's a risk of burnout with the Ten of Wands, so watch out for that. And we have the Nine of Wands, holding on. So maybe holding on to this energy of revival and resurrection has left you very burdened, and the heaviness is only on your shoulder, or at least more on your shoulder than on theirs. Could be a shared energy too, but normally it's the Ten of Wands is like one singular energy. Oof. But on the other hand, your resilience in keep holding on to it paid off because it opened the door to this revival and this second chance and this bringing something back to life, where it has ended potentially with the Tower and the Five of Swords. It has ended, it was a defeat, it was a loss, but now you are being given back. And Judgment and Six of Pentacles are similar-ish energies, like cousins to an extent, whereas there's a sense of coming back, being given back, receiving back after all the trouble and the defeat and the loss and the conflict that you had confronted or dealt with in the past, that left you shaken, wounded, having to stay on your guard. That was exhausting, tiresome, and heavy, a heavy load on your shoulders. Advice: starting new, being enthusiastic, starting fresh, walking away from something that you invested in, and the Two of Swords. So, are you not quite decided yet if you want to walk away and start new, or are you dilly-dallying and taking time in gathering information as to do you want to walk away and start new, or what is the specific situation for you? Because there is a sense of stillness. Does this happen after you walk away and so you're not deciding to get back into it right off the bat because you need time to heal, need to consider things from different perspective, gather more information before you allow yourself to start something new? Or do you need information as if you walk away from this relationship, you can start something brand new, completely unrelated, and take the journey, the adventure, but you need to maybe balance the scales of potential outcomes. Are you ready for something new? Are you ready for the revival, or do you want completely fresh after walking away? Do you want to walk back to this? Like, do you want to turn around, or is this completely in the past and you're walking completely towards something new, completely unrelated to this relationship? Is the walking away happened in the past and thus justifies the rekindling and the being given back to you, or is this in the present where you are considering walking away and starting something completely new and unrelated. You know your life better than me, and I'm not here to spy on you. If you stay in this relationship, you might be a little defensive, or someone will be a little defensive, and you are sulking on what you have lost. And now we have a double 5 conflict, and with the same tone as the 8 of Cups ish, sort of like sulking on the losses. But we have the Lover, so this is definitely like a higher level soulmate situation. And I completely understand you being defensive against it, because the pain from higher, like your soul knows when someone is more meaningful in your life, and thus the conflict, the loss, the trauma, the brutal ending, and you having to have walked away from something is weighing heavy on your shoulders. So you're holding on, but I understand why you are defensive and why you are still a little bit in this focusing on the losses, because it was a loss of time, of energy, of emotion, of commitment, of all the beautiful things that if the Tower wouldn't have happened and you wouldn't have lost all this, you could have built a happy foundations, the home, and just be preoccupied by other things than the emotional weight of all of this being solely relying on your shoulders. So I completely understand. If you go, hoi, wat moet er way? 10 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles holding on, and the 6 of Wands, recognition and acclaim. Oof, sorry. So if you leave this relationship, you will be ending a cycle, first and foremost, with the 10 of Swords. You will have to hold on to your finances and be more mindful in how you budget, because now you are back at solely relying on yourself for everything, finances and work and productivity. But on the other hand, the last ditch effort, or the last train, the last potential, is you being recognized on your own and be celebrated. That is, if you put in the work. Because if you stay, the last option would be to be with your soulmate in whatever capacity this has any significance or meaning to you. So if you stay, it's a soulmate situation. If you leave, you need to be more cautious with your finances. But there is a potential energetically at this moment of you reaching victory and success. But things are not poured in concrete. This can change. This can be worse. So be mindful in what information you take in to guide you in making decisions, and do not let cute printed cardboard be an absolute guide. Trust your intuition. Trust real life circumstances around you to also weigh in to help you make a decision. So the last 3 cards is what else do you need to know? Dum 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 dum. Oh, crikey schnitzels. We have this is exactly what I was cautioning you about with the 4 of Pentacles down here. 5 of Pentacles can be, and this is like a third 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, loss, poverty, the scarcity of resources, but to the point where you don't have anything at all. Thus you need to be extra cautious in holding on to what you have. Be very discerning, sharp, acute, clever decision making, more logical than heart based, which for you I know is a bit hard as a water sign. So you really need to put your emotions on the side and let your intellect and the cold, hard facts guide you in decision that you are making. And we have the King of Wands, fire, passion, drive. It could be also sexy times, or just like enjoying life, being proactive, moving forward with gusto, being assertive, opening shop on Etsy, or selling courses, or diversifying your revenue income sources, being bold, being confident, and outwardly confident. Like, you are not affected if you have minor setbacks or losses. You are still going forward and sticking as much pasta to the wall as you possibly can, even if you need to make a new pot, to see what will stick. And from what will stick, you can try again another batch of pasta, or try something else completely, or just, the King of Wands doesn't know what the fuck defeat means, if the word even exists. Or it's maybe like a throwaway word, that defeat, what the fuck is that? I don't give a shit, I'm gonna try until something works, and he gonna exploit, or not exploit, grow that thing that works. And then when it's stable enough to be a King of Pentacles energy, he gonna leave it there as a passive income, or like a secondary, tertiary source of income, and start a new avenue, a new venture, and then try. That's what the King of Wands does. It's exponentially creative to bring in money and stability and lucks and comfort. And so, since we are at 24 minutes, let's rock the what's blocking you oracle cards, and let's see what last messages we have for my water signs. Okay. Being a victim. You feel helpless to change your love life, but you can change whenever you want. Yikes. I feel like this card is roasting a few of my viewers. I am so sorry. But then again, this is basically reinforcing that Five of Swords, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles energy. If you constantly focus on the loss, on the drama, on the conflict, forced down on you, or forced upon you, and the more you linger on resentment, the more you are blocking yourself from new opportunities to come your way to fix the past or open new avenues. So as much as I empathize with you with the losses angle, because I had the same couple times over, you need to cut that shit straight, down the toilet, out the window, whatever you want to do, and focus on what new light and celebrations and plentiness can come your way. Just at the color scheme level, although we have a fair bit of colder blues and grays, there is a lot of golden, yellow, warm colors on the table for you, so focus on that rather than what has been lost. For my water signs, that was a bit much. Okay, but oh no, there's 3 here. You know what, I'm gonna take those 3, and you guys, you are going back in. So there are many doors that lead you to the place you truly belong, but you need the strategizing clear-minded energy of the Queen of Swords to help you find the right door that is right for you. You aren't done, you just are getting started. This is my Six of Wands, Knight of Wands. I think you had it, unless I remember wrongly. You definitely King of Wands energy here. Just getting started. Don't take action when there's a feeling of resistance. There's a feeling of resistance because it's not meant for you at this time. Be discerning. Be in a better space to judge, to assimilate, to see clearly past the desire of the ego that I want this. Try to see past that. And I know it's difficult and it's hard, especially in love and a relationship, because we all want that beautiful romantic fairy tale story to at least ground us in something to fill a void. But if there is so much resistance from all fronts, it's because something is not healed on either your or their end, or it's not meant at this point, or not meant with this person. So just sit down and reflect on why there are so many resistances on this path, even if you want it so much. Water signs, that has been all, and I will see you potentially before or after New Year. I will see how I feel, because I'm getting back with the 12 signs for the big fireworks, the big wrap-up. Ciao, ciao. Thank you for having been here with me. I deeply appreciate. And yeah, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.